Hey guys, what's up? Jessica Kabesi here. In today's video, I'm gonna be quickly going over some of my old retouching, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of my really old photos and retouch it in my style today. And I'm gonna show you guys my old retouch of that same photo. So it's gonna be an action-packed day. So before we continue, this video is brought to you guys by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, a website, or an online store, make your next move with Squarespace. You guys know I've used them for my website, my online store. I absolutely love them. They have award-winning designer templates. It's a super easy platform to use. They have 24-hour customer service. You do anything wrong, someone's there to help you. So you guys can start your free trial today by going to squarespace.com/Jessica and then enter offer code Jessica for 10% off your first purchase. So with that said, I'm ready to retouch. Let's go. So I brought my sister here, Lisa, because I wanted to show her my old retouching. I wanted to get her genuine reaction to it because I think it's hilarious. Are you ready to see this?
Okay.
There's two of them.
It's gonna be really bad.
It's gonna be so bad. So this is the before. And this is after.
Oh my god, you did that? What the hell? You turned her into like just a regular pop star to like drag queen.
And then I have.
Oh my god, what the hell, Jess?
First of all, I don't even know why I did that to her eyes.
Dude, never forget where you came from. That's really just
I can't because it's on the internet. You got like the eye color. I added her eyeshadow. She didn't have eyeshadow before. I feel like I did something beneficial for her. The eyeshadow like was good, but the rest of it was not. The highlight, I popped out that hair. Like before you couldn't see her hair. It's like, hey, is she bald? Bam, second picture. That's a head full of hair.
Who is she?
Who is she?
It's like scary. That's like actually scary.
It's a good retouch though. Like all things considered, I mean.
She looks like the Amanda that would come out from your bed at night. You know what I mean? Like,
these are retouches from like 2007. It's a throwback. She's so lucky. She's a star. Cause I retouched her picture and now she looks like a car. I tried to rhyme that. Halfway through I lost it. How would you say I did overall? Like what's the grade that you would give me?
I'd give you a 0. Actually, no, I'd give you like -2.
That's not a grade. Okay, can we do a letter? I feel like I would do better.
I'd put you at A.
Oh, an A?
A out of Z.
Get out of my room. Get out. So as you just heard, people did think my retouching was pretty good. I posted these on Instagram. You guys got a big laugh out of it. I thought it was funny, so I wanted to share them. Just so you guys know where I came from. So now what I'm going to do is take a picture I took back in, I believe, 2011 or 2012. And I'm gonna retouch it with my retouching skills today, so you guys can kind of see a before and after progression. So we're gonna pull up that picture now and we're gonna start retouching. So this picture was taken back in 2012. I took this with an 85 1.2 lens, and to be honest, I haven't used one since. The last time I used one was years ago. This picture has a lot of bokeh, which is kind of different from my normal style. So real quick, let me show you guys the picture that I edited back in 2012, how it looks. I really did some over editing to this picture. Like you can tell in the eyes, I over edited them. There's a lot going on. The highlights are popping in this picture. So, I mean, like I said, overall it's not a bad edit, but it's very different from my style now. I think right now what I'm aiming to do is bring back some more skin detail, use a little bit more muted colors, and I don't know, I'm excited to see how this turns out. So let's begin. I'm using my Wacom Intuos CTL 480 tablet for all those wondering. I like to use a tablet when I retouch. I like notebooks, I like coloring. It fits into my interests. I'm a very cultured person, as you can see. Okay, so first things first, what I'm gonna do for this picture is I'm going to add my frequency separation action so it can add in the layers for the retouching. And I've never done retouching live like this where you guys can actually see me. So, hey, what's up? How you guys doing? So I'm using the low frequency layer, and I'm just going to start along her cheek area. That's usually where I start. Okay, I lied because I'm not retouching that area. I'm on the forehead. So if I see any discoloration, if I see any harsh lines, I'm going to address those areas, blend them out, make them transition nicely. That's really what I aim to do in the photo, although I don't want the picture to look perfect. Like she has a freaking porcelain skin. I'm not trying to look for perfect skin here. I just want to clean it up. That lipstick though, it's bothering me. Like I'm I can't sleep if I don't address that. So ideally, I would like to show the whole retouch. My computer is being super dramatic right now, so what I'm going to do is finish up the retouch and then show you guys a before and after of that, okay? So BRB. So now that I've got the skin retouching out of the way, and I want to show you guys a quick before and after. There it is. Now I wanted to tackle things like her makeup, the eyebrows maybe, but that lipstick though. What I'm gonna do is make a new layer and then make sure that brush that I'm using has a hardness of about 72%. I'm gonna see what works right now. And I'm just gonna take that brush and I'm gonna stay in the frequency separation so it can stay under the high frequency layer so that it can still have that texture. You probably don't even know what I'm saying right. I'm just confused everybody. Okay, sorry. I'm basically making a new raster layer right under the high frequency layer. That's it. So that even if I'm adding color, that texture will still be there. Another good thing about having a makeup artist on a shoot is that you know that the lipstick will stay flossy. Does no one use that anymore? No? Okay. I'm editing that out. Okay. I want to be mainstream. And I'm trying to use a low opacity for some of this so it can blend in a little bit better. Oh, okay. I don't know. This is hard, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a makeup artist in real life or on the computer. I'm trying to do what I think would look normal. Okay, here we go. And just cleaning up this whole thing. And I know some people would use the clone stamp or anything. I mean, there's so many different ways of doing one thing in Photoshop, so just do what works for you. That looks pretty okay, I don't know. Don't stare at her lips too much, you guys. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Okay, so that looks pretty good. It's respectable. She could go to the Grammys like that. She'll be okay as long as someone videotapes her and take pictures of her. Okay, then I'm gonna move on to the eyebrows and just fill in one of those eyebrows because I see there's like a little patch right there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take the clone stamp tool and just clone it. I'm a microblader now. Jessica from the block, she does everything except take care of herself. Ooh, that doesn't look right. Okay, so what we're gonna do for the eyebrow, because the eyebrow is becoming a problem, we're gonna make a new layer on top of everything, grab that clone stamp, and then we're gonna clone stamp the eyebrow one more time. We're gonna see if this is gonna work. No, that's worse than before. You know, she doesn't even, I think the eyebrow looks fantastic the way it is. I don't think it needs to be changed. Okay, things we tell ourselves so we don't have to do it. Okay, I'm doing it. It's happening, you guys. We got this going. The train is moving. God bless. Here we go. I've never been so close to an eyebrow before. Ever. You know, right now that's the best we're gonna get. So we're just gonna keep it like that for this, to not make this video 50 minutes long. Okay. So that looks great. It looks beautiful. Now we're gonna go to the coloring of this photo, which is the most important. Well, the other stuff was important. So thankfully, I have all of my layers written down here to save time on this very long video because everything is breaking left and right. So the first thing for the color grading that we're gonna do is go to layer, new adjustment layer, and then black and white. Now we're gonna keep everything as is. We're just going to lower the opacity. So I just want to desaturate the picture a little bit so I can add on other colors. And go back to the same exact layer, new adjustment layer, and then black and white one more time. But this time we're gonna select the tint. So it's a yellow tint now. We're gonna change the layer setting from normal to soft light. Next thing I'm gonna do is go to layer, new adjustment layer, selective color. And I love this layer. You can do so much with it. First thing we're gonna do is go over to neutrals. Now immediately you can see this really adds a lot more depth to the picture and I really love it. Next layer we're going on is to the greens. We're still in selective color, by the way. I'm getting ahead of myself. So I like to do little adjustments on each one and it really contributes to the picture. So for yellow, the only two that we're changing are yellow and then black. And the last one is the red. and 32. Again, I'm, you know, using these steps that I wrote down to just save time on this video and to really like get, I really wanted it to be my style, so I don't want to come and play around here for like an hour. So let me show you guys toggling back and forth. That really did make a huge difference, that one layer. So we're gonna go over to layer, new adjustment layer, and then hue saturation. And what we're gonna do here is you're gonna select the mask that is on that layer and then simply mask out the background real quick. Select the actual layer and then go from master to yellows. And I'm selecting the hue, I'm changing it to -12, and then the next one, saturation, is -29. I just wanted to desaturate the green a little bit. So the next layer we're gonna do is a curves layer. This is just a simple curves layer, just to add a little bit more brightness to the photo. I'm very sophisticated with how I describe this, I know. Okay, I'm gonna tweak that later on. And the last one is gonna be a channel mixer layer. So what we're gonna do for that is go to the reds. Reds are gonna be +74. And then -19 and +24 for the blue. That's on the red output channel. And then +100. So the picture looks pretty funky, but the reason I'm doing this is I like to set the layer to luminosity. As you can see, when I change it, it really does add a little bit more to the photo. It makes the colors a little bit richer, so that's why I do that. Usually I will set the layer already to luminosity and then just tweak the colors back and forth, and when I find something I like, I just keep it. So that is the final product. I'm going to show you guys a complete before and after, and then I'm going to show you guys my old photo in comparison. So that's a before and that's after. Wow, it's such a big difference. Oh my god. Okay, so before and after. I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? I'm going to show you guys a side-by-side of my retouch from 2012 and my retouch in 2018 so you guys can see the difference. I mean, back in 2012, I still felt like I knew what I was doing, but there's always room to learn. So I think if you were to take away anything from this video, it's that never stop learning. You can always get better at something. There's always room for improvement. I know there's gonna be people who say, oh, I like the 2012 better. Well, I did both. I did 2012 and 2018, so thank you guys. I still hope you guys took away something from this video nonetheless and enjoyed watching. So let me know what you guys would like to see next, and thank you guys so much for watching.